What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Sorry I didn't post a video last week. I've been super busy with work. It's been snowing a little bit, so really haven't had a chance to take her out and enjoy the car. But I think the goal for the channel moving forward, and would love your feedback, so leave a comment below. I think I'm going to try to do a video every 2 weeks. I know I've been a little hit and miss in the past, but it's awesome to see where the channel is. All the support from you guys. We're almost at 1,000 subscribers, which is crazy to think about when I started this channel a couple years ago with a Focus RS and the Gen 2 Raptor. So I really appreciate you guys watching. But in today's video, we're going to be talking about what I paid for the car, current factory options on it, and some of the modifications that I've already bought. I haven't installed just yet, but that's what we're going to be covering today. So for the folks that haven't seen the previous videos, I'll put a link in the corner on the purchase of the car, delivery of the car, and all of that fun stuff. But what I wanted to cover today is some of the factory options that the car came with, what I paid for the car, the mileage on the car, and I'll talk briefly on sort of the modifications that I've already bought for it. So let's start with the car itself. It is a 2006 Carrera S. In 2006, so it's the second year of the 997.1. There is a few models, right? You had the regular Carrera, you had the Carrera S, which is what I have. You had the Carrera C4, which is the four-wheel drive. You had a C4S, which is the sport version of the four-wheel drive. Then you had the turbo, the GT2, and the GT3. I don't remember if there's a turbo S or not, but I have the sport two-wheel drive. So what that means is it comes with bigger brakes, as you can see there, PASM suspension, which is the Porsche Stability Management Control, and it has a bigger motor. So the motor is a 3.8 up from a 3.6, and I believe the horsepower is 355 up from 335. I can't really remember, but I'll put it up on the screen. So that's what I have, right? I have the C2S rear-wheel drive sport. It came from the factory with the sand beige interior, which I really love the contrast. When you're looking at the car from a distance, I love the contrast. The thing that I'm battling right now is it is a lot of beige, right? I'm thinking of doing like the Alcantara GT3 shifter, the GT3 e-brake, but I don't know what that's gonna look like in a sea of brown. So if you guys have any pictures or anywhere to look at, maybe change the floor mats. Like, I think if I just have a couple black pieces, it's not gonna look great, but if I add a little bit more of like that dark gray black, it might look better, but not really sure just yet. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put up on the screen sort of the build sheet on the car. And I think the highlights are, it's the basalt black, which I'm sure you're not gonna be able to tell in the video. I'll try my best, but it's flaky. So there's a black and a basalt black, and basalt black only came on the S models and only came on the GT3. So I think that's pretty cool. It's a pretty unique color. I think how Porsche does their colors is 3 tiers, and this is considered a tier 2, which is awesome. So it's the basalt black, and 2 options that it came with that I am absolutely ecstatic about. And you know, I was looking for one of them, but I was going to add both of them anyways, even if it didn't come with it. That is the factory short shifter. So it has the sport factory short shifter, which is about 20-30% lesser throws. It is the exact same throw as a GT3, except I believe the bearing is plastic in this compared to a metal bearing in the GT3, but the throw is exactly the same, which is awesome. The other factory modification that it came with was the sport exhaust. Now, when I first got the car and I started driving it, it sounds great. I was thinking, hey, you know, I know it has a sport exhaust, which is valve actuated, so you can open and close whenever you see, like quiet mode and loud mode. And I was thinking I was gonna get another exhaust because it felt a little quiet. Well, I finally went through a tunnel the other day and I just wide open throttled, and it is amazing. I will try to get some clips. The clip that I had of the tunnel isn't very good, so I don't want to share it, but I'm hoping to get some more clips of it and I'll share with you guys. But when you are wide open throttle, it is deafening, and it is awesome. So when you're driving, no drone, super quiet neighborhood, all that stuff, but when you are throttling it, it is unbelievable. So I think those are the biggest options. Like, it has heated seats, auto dimming mirrors. Again, I'll put the list up on the screen. Had the colored center caps, but I think the biggest ones are the factory short shifter and the factory sport exhaust, and the basalt black. So that's sort of the current modifications on the car and factory modifications. There is nothing else on this car that isn't factory. The only other thing that a previous owner did is you see that is a radar detector. I don't use it. It used to be good, but I plan on getting a GT3 front bumper, so that's going to get changed out anyway, so I'm not too worried about that. But that's it. It's got the lobster forks, which, if you guys haven't seen my previous video of me detailing the car, once I got these to color and clean them real well, I'm honestly a huge fan of them. I was planning on getting wheels and tires, and I don't even know anymore. I really like the look of it. The only thing that sort of drives me nuts, and I already bought a fix for it, are spacers. So I bought some spacers from Flat 6 Motorsport, and I think I went 14 in the rear and 7 in the front, I believe what it is. And what that should do, you see that? I want it to be flush. So what it will do is should make the tire and wheel combo flush with the car. So I have that ready to be installed. I also bought a mount holder that is everybody says is really good for the car and made for the car, that I need to install as well. So I have that. I also installed my co-pilot, her car seat, front facing seat, and I'm gonna make a video on that itself. As you can see, there's an anchor. Pretty much only folks with toddlers or parents really care about that, so I'll make a separate video on that. And then I also got, oh, it's not in the car, I bought a like a cover for the back of this, so when my daughter's kicking her feet, she's not banging on the back seat of the car and scraping it all up. So that's it for the car. Trying to think what else I wanted to talk about. The next thing I do plan on doing is getting coilovers. The suspension is a little worn. It's a little tired, so I do want to replace it, but I don't want to replace it with the OEM. So I'm probably going to get the Bilstein B16 or 17. I can't remember off the top of my head. But if there's any feedback, leave a comment. And let's take a look at this car real quick. So let's see if it comes up. It's got 83,000 miles. Let's see if it focus. There it is. 83,000 miles, and I've had it for almost a month at this point. I've only put 400 miles on it. I have a full folder full of every single documented service on the car, which is amazing. It's also on the Carfax, but I actually have a folder with everything on it. So that's pretty cool. And as you can see here, it's got the PASM, like I said, the Porsche Stability Management Control, and it's got the actuated exhaust, right? So you can open and close it. I actually unplugged the actuator, so now it is always open. It's just a little clip in the back that a local shop showed me, and I was like, yeah, just leave it unplugged, buddy. It's good. So that is pretty much it. I'm super excited about the car. As you can see, the weather, you know, we had snow earlier this week. It's supposed to snow in a couple days, but it should be turning the corner here in Colorado. So I'm super excited for that. I'm super excited to start driving this car, start tracking the car, and you know, going to a lot of more Porsche meets, and it's going to be a lot of fun, and I'm super excited. 83,000 miles, Carrera C2S, 6-speed coupe, all the options that I talked about. It took about 6 months to find this car, and it's a pretty crazy story that, you know, maybe I'll make another video talking about the story of this car specifically. But I bought it for $42,000, which I think is a great price for this car. You know, a lot of these cars maybe with a little bit lower mileage or mid 50s all day. You look at a generation 2, so a 997.2, they're 60s all day. So me getting this car for 42, I think is perfect. Gets me into the car, helps me learn the platform, helps me understand the car and love the car, drive the car. Helps me feel better about if I ding it up or anything happens to it. You know, modifications, like I said, with the suspension, leaves me budget for all that stuff. So I'm really happy on the price that I paid for a car, especially given the prices recently and how crazy they've gotten. So I feel really good about it, and it gives me some extra budget. But yeah, that's it. That's the video for today. Like I said, if you guys are new to the channel and started watching, like, I can't thank you guys enough. It's incredible to see where my channel's come the past couple years, and really being a Raptor focused channel to now covering my 911, 997. So if you're into motorsports in general, you know, I'm going to be doing track days, driving events with this. I'm still going to be doing my crazy off-roading with the Raptor and jumping it and all that stuff. So I appreciate you guys watching. I can't thank you guys enough. But that's it for today. Please like, comment, subscribe. Peace.